Hey everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge here. Drop some more Philososhit, but before we start the Philososhit, how about my little baby? How about my little baby just resting up between my legs? Alright, so I'm gonna drop some Philososhit on you here today. When you have haters, you're doing something right. When you have haters, you're doing something right. Alright, so I'm gonna give you a bit of a story here. So, for a couple years, I was working as an auditor for a hotel here in Las Vegas called the Flamingo. And initially when you first start the job, you don't know what you're doing. You have trainers, you have mentors, you have, managers who tell you how to, follow certain guidelines, how to do your job properly, all this shit. And, years of doing that, you kind of get into your own rhythm, you get into your own groove, you understand what the job requires of you, right? And when you follow your job to the teeth and you know you're doing your job, proper, you will have confidence. That ego will come in, right? It always does. And this is the caveat I have to fucking throw out there, because yes, the ego will be there. We have to somehow maintain this ego, but yes, through repetition, grinding, competence comes in, through confidence, competence, through competence, confidence. And when you have these things, you get this groove of, okay, I know what I'm doing. I've been told I'm doing everything right. And when people start questioning you, when people question you, here's the difference though. When people question you and it comes from a place of criticism, of constructive criticism, you should really take your time to listen to that. Those aren't the haters I'm talking about. What I mean by haters, okay, this is very important. What I mean by haters are people who, without any sort of rationality, logic, or really evidence or common sense, just goes against you. I've had this a lot. And trust me when I say this. At the workplace, I've had to deal with this almost every day. I knew most of the morning crew, I worked late at night, most of the morning crew did not like me. They hated me because I was very strict on how I ran, certain protocols in audit. And was that fair on me? Maybe not at the moment. But at that point, I thought I was doing my job. And for me, it was the most effective, efficient way to do my job. And for people to question you, hatred, right? Hatred really stems from, for me at least, irrationality, bit of illogical nature, sensibilities. And when you derive your argument from that, you have no ground. You have no framework to shit at me, right? And so that's what I'm saying by when you have haters, you're doing something right. Because irrational hatred, you can't really justify irrational hatred. Whether they be right or wrong, you can't justify irrational hatred. And when people with that irrational hatred come at you, down the line you're doing something right. And I know you can flip the script on that based on context, but generally speaking, when you have haters, you're doing something right. Let me know what you guys think. Follow me at the SkyLounge on all the links in the description below. Like, comment, and subscribe for more daily content. Now fuck off.